You asked for it, and it's here. Instead of our normal Maintenance Monday video, today we'll welcome you into our home for a truck and camper tour. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jaclyn, this is Nick, and we are the Suttons.
This is our 2005 Lance 981 Max. We love it. We've been living in this camper for over a year now.
We're going to give you a tour today, and welcome to our home.
Take a look around, get Snoopy, and enjoy.
Wherever I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go, no matter who knows anything about me now. I'm ready to see what life's got for me. I got one thing left to say.
This is our living area, office, and dining room. We've got a comfy dinette here that seats 4. We've actually had 5 people sitting here at one point in time. It does us well. We've got a nice view anywhere we go. As you can see, the Grand Canyon's out our window today. It also folds down into a bed, which we've had company stay while we're traveling on the road, and it does them just fine. I would say it's like a twin-size bed though, right?
It's a little small for a couple, but I mean, considering your options when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, it's pretty cush.
So these actually have a ton of storage underneath, and Nick has altered them slightly so I can have more storage. Under here, it used to just be a small space where I had my pots and pans. Let me show you how much space we have under our dinette. So this has been altered. Nick removed all the screws so we can pop this up, open that up, and now we've got our 3 compartments here that we have storage. The last one opens up to the outside as well. Got pots and pans and Tupperware all right here, which I can also access easily from the front if someone's sitting there. This side used to have a drawer that you could pull out, but whilst we were driving, it would tend to fail and slam into our cabinet. We've got a little damage here, so we've altered this one as well. Nick again took the screws off the top so we can either have top access or side access. And I've got my spices here for cooking, so I brought my whole spice rack with me, and I can just access those real simply. Or I can flip it up, and I've got all my food in here. And Trixie's got her compartment back there with her dog food. It's really nice because that probably doubled or quadrupled our storage. Now we'll show you how this folds down into a bed.
Okay.
And then we carry an extra pair of sheets and a blanket that we put right on top, so it feels like a real bed. And our guest has storage underneath the table as well.
Yep. My brother Chris likes to put all his stuff right there. And
you'll notice we've got some Velcro on the back wall there. When our table's in position, like I said, this is our office. We have a 28 terabyte hard drive that we've got hooked to the wall with that Velcro, and it doesn't move at all. But it's a great spot because it's hidden under the table. It's got airflow, and it's easy to use while you're sitting there.
Normally, when we're fully operational, we have the dog's bed under here, and we have a power strip Velcroed right here, and we've got the hard drive right there. Like, it's a full operation. We got boxes of camera gear, and Trixie gets mad at us sometimes because this is supposed to be her little dog bed area underneath the table, and it typically gets filled up with camera gear.
It's additional storage, for sure.
Yeah.
But you can see it's pretty roomy. Pretty comfortable. It's pretty quick and simple. Put a pin in it so the leg doesn't swing back under while you're driving. But we leave this upright as we drive. It's not a problem. That's our living room, office space, and dining room. Let me show you our kitchen. Welcome to our kitchen. We'll start here with our sink. We've got a double tub sink, which is nice. We've got a water filter on here so we can have drinkable water. Nick will show you our other filters outside. We filter before going in the tank, and then we filter before drinking or cooking. And up here we've got our paper towel holder. I know a lot of people ask about that. Nick has installed for us. This didn't come with the camper. The location is awesome because it allows the paper towels, when it's a full roll, to sit up against the window shade so it doesn't unravel while you're driving. And when it's low like it is now, we just put a chip clip on there. You don't end up with paper towels in your sink. Up above there, we've got our monitor and our control panel. So up here we can keep track of our levels on our black, gray, and water tanks. You'll see this key here, which we no longer use this. It was for our slide control. We have replaced that with a wireless controller. Check out our video on that if you are interested in how we did that and why we did that. Then we've got our Pioneer stereo up here. This is an aftermarket stereo we put in. This goes to the 4 speakers throughout on our ceiling. You'll notice we've got a hole up here. That was for our solar charge controller that we are going to be upgrading in the future. Nick will tell you a little bit about that. This is just a little tiny compartment up here with keep things like extra keys and sunglasses and things like that. And then we've got lots of storage up here. We've got our dishes up here, extra cups. We keep food, coffee, storage bags and things up here. I like to use the tension rods to hold things in. We've got a nice little light back here. We've got a little dish soap rack that we keep our hand sanitizer and our soaps close by. Got our coffee maker and our blender, which we can run off our batteries. I forgot one of our best things. Additional counter space. This is awesome, except if you're outside coming in, because we hit our heads on it a lot. But it's simple, gives you added space for chopping and cooking. We've added a little command hook here for our dish towel. This, I love this. Nick put this in for me. Our 3-burner top stove just folds up like that. It's awesome. You got a nice range, lots of space for cooking. I do use all 3 burners sometimes because we cook nearly every meal. And our oven, you can see how much space you can use in there. It's amazing. Most campers that we have seen have tiny, tiny ovens. So when Nick put in my oven, he tried to save my drawer that was on the bottom because we had a convection microwave oven thing in there before that did not work. He saved my drawer that I liked for my pans down here. So that's cool. It also captures critters you'll see in some of our videos. It's where they like to hide. Moving towards our pantry, we've got the typical slide-out pantry here. We keep our glassware because we like to have glass and ceramic instead of plastic. Some more spices and sauces and you name it, we got it. This is Nick's closet. It's pretty decent size. Got lots of storage in there. It's pretty deep. Trixie's got her little closet here for her outfits. We've just added command hooks under there. And then our silverware drawer is fairly large. Down here is kind of a false storage. There's a tiny little like 3-inch shelves down here. We've got our knife sharpener and a few dog things, some koozies, poop bags. This is a fake storage, but we still use it. Trixie's leashes, her harness, and that goes back to our heater duct and our water heater access panel for all of that. Trixie's got her little food area here. Above me is our new Max fan Nick installed. It is amazing. I like it better than our Fantastic fan. It draws a lot of air quickly and it works in the rain and the wind. We can leave it open. It's not a problem. It's got adjustable speeds. It also has an option on it that you can automatically set it to 78 degrees and it will adjust the fan and keep it at that temperature best it can all day long. These 2 new panel lights, we have switched from fluorescent to LED and it's going to save us a lot of power. They are so bright. They're too bright, but these ones are amazing because they come with a dimmer switch. I don't know if you can see that in the middle of the day, but they're pretty cool. We just got those in last night. They're so much better. We're hoping we don't have that yellow haze in our videos anymore for you guys with these new white lights. Here we've got all of our light switches for our outside exterior lights and our indoor lights. Above you there, we've got docking lights as well. Down here we've got a little charging station for 12 volts or a phone jack. This is actually our antenna booster, which Nick will talk about a little bit when he gets outside. We've got these nice blackout blinds on all of our windows. You can either have the half blackout or the full blackout. That's really nice at night. No one can see if you're in here. We've actually got a video about that, about how nice it is to have blackout blinds when you're boondocking. And that is on all of our windows except our kitchen has these standard, regular, these blinds. I don't like these blinds. Let's move on to the bathroom. We have what you call a wet bath. So it's got the toilet and the shower and they're combined into one. Our shower nozzle up here comes down, so when you shower, I have, looks like a ton of room, right? I can sit, I can stand. Oftentimes we'll shower over the toilet just to save our gray tank space. Nick probably has a little bit harder time being taller. I don't know if that's roomy enough for him, but he makes it work. Here we've added some command hooks for our loofahs. Got our Kleenex on a command hook as well so it can stay dry. Towels. Got a nice sized medicine cabinet, which is awesome. It stays dry. It's just Velcroed shut. Got our controller for our fantastic fan in here, which is nice because we can use it. It stays dry. We know where it is all the time. And we use that to vent when we shower so we don't get mold and mildew. And Nick likes to vent the stinky out. Our toilet paper holder, we just pop that out to shower so it doesn't get wet. There is a cover for it. It doesn't work very well for us. And then we've got a ton of storage under here. This is where I keep all of our extra soaps, dog soaps. We've got a full first aid kit in here, medicines galore, other toiletry items. Our towel rack back here, which is awesome. A lot of people don't have towel racks. And our shower curtain, which just slides across the door to keep our door dry. So you can shower in here. So that suits us really well. We do try and do Navy showers to reduce our water consumption when we're in places like the Grand Canyon so we can stay longer and have more fun. And then we've got the folding door that locks into place. So when you're traveling, it doesn't swing open and break itself. Down here, we've got our pass-through window. Trixie's nosed the heck out of that. That's dirty. Trixie likes to look out the window here. It opens up to the cab. That is also an emergency access if we need to get into either the camper or the truck in a situation where we've locked the keys out. I fit, the dog fits, so that's helpful. It's also a nice venting area. Down here, below that window, is access to our fuses, and Nick stores a lot of his electrical stuff down here. As you may have seen, we'll put some links to some videos where he has used this area. He's very crafty. He's got all this stuff. Our control panel for our wireless jacks is down there as well. This also doubles for a step for a short person like me so I can get into bed. I even use this little step sometimes. When we had an 8-inch mattress, it was quite a climb to get into bed. Now it's a little shorter, so it's a little easier. On this side, we've got our fridge. It's a 3-way, so it can run on liquid propane, AC, or DC. It's a pretty good size for living in a truck bed. As you can see, it's packed full right now. We've got a fairly good sized freezer up here. Show you. Lots of storage space. We actually can keep about a week's worth of food on hand with no issues. As far as the fridge goes, more than that with the dry food storage under our dinettes. You'll notice doodles on the fridge and messages. I like to use chalk pens to doodle and messages, and we do grocery lists, and you can draw in there and wipe it off. Our bedroom. So this is a queen size bed. We have recently changed out our mattress. We've got a Froley system under here. We've got a video for you on that as to why we've got a Froley system. It's comfortable. It's like a box spring. We've got a thin foam mattress on top, which we may get a little thicker one later. It's a little thin for us, but it gives us a ton of headroom up here. I don't think I've ever seen a camper with this much headroom. It makes it easy if you're trying to change up here, if you're trying to do anything up here. It's really difficult to sit and try and move things around up here. I know if you live in a camper, you know that feeling. Your back starts aching after about 5 minutes. We do have the privacy divider here for when we have company. Just a simple clip. If y'all want to come on into our bedroom, we'll start. We've got 2 light switches up here. So night light back here, I don't know if you can see it. It's above our bed. That's a nice one to leave on for Trixie when we're gone. And then we've got the overhead lights here. Right here, this is our TV. We use our tablet on a magnet system. We can move this around. You'll notice little metal plates all around our camper. So we can watch TV from different angles, different areas. It's kind of nice. So it did come with a actual TV mount, but we never had the TV in here, so we just opted to use the tablet. It's easier, it's cheaper. We may eventually put a TV in here. We haven't decided yet. For now, our tablet works great. This is my closet. It's a little bit smaller than Nick's, and I have a lot more clothes. Luckily, they're smaller, but I have clothes everywhere. Next to my closet, we've got our charging station we've set up for all of our camera gear, our vacuum, our drone batteries, got all of our GoPro batteries. This is usually a mess of wires. I don't know if you can see the big panel back here, but there's a ton of stuff plugged into that. And it's nice to have our vacuum here. We use it on the daily with the dog hair and the sand and the dirt, and you've seen our videos. So that just slides off. We've got all of our connectors here. Our long one we keep down there. Slides back in, and it's charging. Up here we've got some more storage space. Right now I've got some art supplies, and we've got some extra GoPro stuff up here. My wetsuit's up there too. I've got 2 wetsuits up there. Down below, we've got a lot more storage space. In here, we keep things like our yoga mats. I've got some paints and things in here as well. Our file cabinets in here. Got one of those plastic file things. We've got exercise equipment. Just some random stuff. This is Nick's side, so he's got his hooks for his hats and headphones and other things. We've got our linen cabinet back here with extra sheets and extra towels. He's got his little extra closet down here with his shorts and underwear. We've both got overhead lights. These LED lights, the reading lights, are nice at night. Our books next to our bed. It's a great spot. They don't move, they don't get wrinkled. My LED reading light here, they're on a swivel. It's nice, they're directional. Back here, we've got some more storage. There's a little tiny compartment back here where I keep socks and underwear and other things. Back in my corner, I have a magnetic whiteboard back here that I keep track of our videos and things while I'm editing, places we've been, in case we get ahead of ourselves. I can remember where we were and what it's called. I also keep earplugs and sleep masks and things for if we have to sleep in a loud parking lot. We've both got nice big windows that give us a great view of the Grand Canyon today. This is an emergency window. You pull these out if you need to. You can bust that window out in an emergency situation. More storage up here. This is Jaclyn's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th closet. So I've got all my jeans and my shorts and things up here, and some tank tops and other items there. There is room along our mattress here for more storage. I don't know why these all come with magazine racks, but they do. I put my hairbrushes, I've got my manicure kit here, other things. I've got some flashlights and things hanging there for emergencies, extra mirrors, command hooks galore all over the camper. You'll notice things hanging. Added storage, it's awesome. They stay pretty well. We've only had a few fall off, and when that happens, we've got some industrial Velcro that we use. We have 2 fans in our camper for easy access at night when it's hot. You got your windows open, you just need a little extra airflow. We have installed our remote control back here for our max fan, which is the one in the main part of the camper. All on a remote. You can just hit a button. Don't have to get up in the middle of the night to adjust the speed, the temperature, turn it on, off. It's awesome. Laziness. And that just goes right there. Nick and I can both reach it. Sensor will pick up both of us from where we're at. Up here we've got a sunroof. It's got the blackout blind on it. It also has a shade. So if you want a cool breeze but you don't want the bugs coming in, that works. And then either watch the stars at night like this. It pops up and it vents. It can open all the way if you need emergency access to the roof or you want to climb out on the roof. And it just lifts up. If you're interested about opening a sunroof in the wind, don't do it. We'll link a video as to why not. Close up at night. Just clip shut so you can sleep without the sun waking you up or with the sun waking you up, your preference. A lot of people are curious as to how far in the slide goes. Do we have access when it's closed? Do we not? So let me give you a demonstration. All on a remote. Just hold the button down it goes that far in. So we do have access to get in and out for groceries. It's not a lot of room. As you can see, tiny person, I can barely get my hips in sideways. So with this closed, you are able to still cook in here. You do still have the counter space. If you were to come in and out though, that would be a little hard. You might need to watch your head a little more than normal. So we can have access to the fridge while we're closed up, because we like to just keep our groceries in the shopping cart instead of using bags and just pile them in here. Our bathroom. When we're on long road trips and I need to stop and go to the bathroom, I can run back here and still use it because the door still opens and still closes, which is awesome because looking for a bathroom sometimes the pain in the butt, and this is so much faster. And it opens just as easily as it closes. And now we have room to do our morning yoga right here on the floor. There's plenty of room in here. It feels so much bigger with that slide out. It feels like an actual home, and there's so much space to move around in here. Over here behind our bathroom, we've got a control panel for our thermostat. Our heater runs off propane, our air conditioner runs off AC, and it's 91 degrees in here currently. We're done with the interior tour. We're gonna go outside and kick on our air conditioner so we can have it nice and cool when we come back. We'll see you guys outside.
And this is the tour, another pile of crap that we don't have enough room for. And so we do our best to keep it out of the camera shot, but now you get to see a real deal. Now that we're done with the inside tour, we're gonna put all that stuff back inside and show you the outside tour. All right, and I will be giving you the outside tour of our camper. So, let's see, what do we have? An awning. This camper is full of awnings and we love that. They are so nice when it's really hot out here in the desert. Especially that style awning is triangulated. I've talked to so many RVers that have issues with their awnings getting bent in the wind. Light wind, I don't worry about it. It handles it. It handles it very well. This one surprisingly handles it well too. I think probably most of that is attributed to the fact that it's not very big, but I do put it away when it gets windy. We've got our generator here. What I like about this generator is I can turn it on from inside and nobody can steal it. Eventually though, that's gonna get replaced by solar panels. That's our goal for 2022. This is another handy thing that came with our camper. This is a touch sensor for that light up there, and when I touch it, you'll see it turns on, and it's on a timer for about 30 seconds. When we've been hanging out with friends or come up to the camper late at night, can't see, you're fumbling for your keys, touch that sensor and the light turns on. This bag right here is something that I learned about in the off-road community. We all carried these bags with us. Typically we would hang them by our spare tire, and any trash you see on the road, you just pick it up and throw it in that bag. It makes it really convenient. You don't have to worry about soda juices dripping and getting the inside of your vehicle all wet. You just leave it on the back, let it drip, clean it off later. When we're out in locations like this, if we see any trash, we'll go around and pick it up. This bumper right here houses our septic clean out hose. Turn that and open it up and it comes on out, and as you can see, we can put a really big one in there if we wanted to. We don't need to. The one that we have in there goes back to about right here, and it expands way out, and this is all the hose we've ever needed. We also have this handy outdoor shower that I've turned into a hose. This thing, we use it a lot. We clean Trixie off. Trixie likes to get dirty, and this is her shower. Seeing as how we're out here in the middle of nowhere, today Jaclyn and I both decided to shower outside because it was nice, and who's gonna see us? So we have hot water running to this hose, so it's nice and convenient. Going inside of here, in this compartment, this is the multi-use utility everything compartment. We have our wastewater valves are right here. I can also drain the water tank from here. Wastewater connection is right here. And then we have our Victron Multi-Plus 3000 inverter charger installed right here, and it can plug straight into our generator. We keep our extension cords, all that stuff right there. So right here we have our city hookup for water. So when we're at a campground and we have consistent water, we don't actually have to drink the water out of the tank. We can take that filter system and run the hose straight to there, and then the pump doesn't even run. It just The water's pressurized and it's like having your own system at home. This one is really handy. Plug a hose into this, obviously not the same hose you use for drinking water, and this cleans out your black tank. There's a little sprinkler inside the black tank. You put water to it and it just spins around and it cleans off all your sensors and whatnot. So that's pretty handy. Not a lot of campers come with that. A lot of people have to stick a hose down into the toilet, which is kind of gross. I love that. We don't use it very often, but when we need to, it's there. We use these fast gun tie downs, and let me tell you, man, they are so much faster than the turnbuckle style of the older days. The exhaust vents to our refrigerator, one on top, one on bottom. It's pretty easy to access. Just take it out and you can maintain all that stuff. This compartment is the back side of our Dinette storage. I've got all kinds of good stuff in here. Slide lube. I don't even remember half the stuff. Yeah, so that works well for us. Okay, come on under the awning. Here we have our propane tanks. So these are two 30-pound tanks and they do us pretty well. We do charge the batteries on the generator from time to time. We try not to. Figured out one of these propane tanks pretty much fills up the batteries, and it takes about 6 hours of generator use to go from completely dead batteries all the way up to full charge, and that's with 600 amp hours of lithium. Charging at a rate of roughly 100 amps. This is the back side of the generator. I can change the oil right here. I have a little compartment for more extension cords. This is the exhaust vent for our furnace. This is the back side of our water heater. It's a 7-gallon water heater, and man, does it work well. Runs on propane, and we flip the switch every time we want to take a shower. Within like 5 minutes, that thing's heated up really hot, and we've never run out of hot water, ever. That little 7-gallon hot water heater does an incredible job. This is our water fill for our water tank. This is our most used outdoor storage compartment. We hide a lot of different stuff in here. So these are leveler blocks. Put those under our tires, or sometimes we use it in the sand, under the jacks. We have our water fill hoses. So this is a 2-part system. We have also this 50-foot collapsible hose made by Zero G. I highly recommend this. It takes up, for a 50-foot hose, it takes up very little space, which is wonderful. And this is our behemoth of a water filtration system. This is why I feel comfortable drinking out of my tanks. It's a 3-filter system. First filter goes down to 5 microns. Which filters out your rust or any dirt, sediment, anything like that. 0.5 micron filter. And then the last one is a 0.02 micron filter, which filters out bacteria and viruses. So I have access to my water pump back here if I ever need to maintain it, and all the levers for winterization. I get into this compartment almost every day. Moving on to my favorite part of this rig, the truck. This is a 1991 Dodge W350, and it is an incredible machine. We've named it Babe after Paul Bunyan's Blue Ox, because anything I throw at this truck, it can handle it. It's incredible. So in the spirit of Babe Blue Ox, we painted the engine blue. So we've done quite a few upgrades to this truck. We went from, let's see, the original horsepower on this thing was 180 horsepower. We're guessing we're around 500 horsepower now. We installed a P7100 pump built by South Farrell. I believe that's a stage 2 pump. We have a K27 turbo, 5x12 injectors, head studs by ARP, 60-pound valve springs, changed the lift pump to a piston style lift pump. Got the hot rod lift pump on that one. And of course, we installed a NV5600 6-speed transmission. This originally had a Getrag 360 5-speed transmission in it. And the NV5600 built by Superstick transmissions is far superior to the old Get Drag that was in this thing. So all of our tie downs are frame mounted tie downs made by Torque Lift. They do incredibly well. A lot of guys will use the bed as a tie down point, and I think that's a terrible idea. It's a good way to destroy your bed, and it's just not a solid tie down point. We got these from Torque Lift, and we actually welded them to the frame rather than just bolting them. We reinforced them with some extra steel as well, so they're very stout. Seeing as how we go on some crazy roads, we need that strength. That's what holds this camper on the truck. There's nothing more important than that. We have a 20,000 pound tow hitch made by Torque Lift, same company that makes our tie downs. I upgraded it a little bit. Some friends back home that are really good at welding, they reinforced it quite a bit. It's got a dual truss design, so I can do a 48-inch extension and not have any wiggle to it. It's very stout. We also have 2.5-inch ADS racing shocks installed in here, which are massive, but with this load, we need them. We had custom spring packs built by CAMPER Spring in Florida. They handle this truck phenomenally. It's very stable with the leaf springs. It is a little bit more of a bumpy ride than the airbag setup. However, it is far more reliable. All right, and this is where we keep the rest of our crap. So we've got 2 boat paddle boards, a Traveler and a Rackham, and they're just wonderful. We use them all the time. A lot of people stop me and ask me, how on earth do I get these up here? It is pure cooperation between Jaclyn and I. We have these on Thule racks. They're actually kayak racks, but they work great for this. We have Thule tie down straps. These actually lock, so we don't need to worry about theft. They've got steel belts running through them. We also have a projector screen up here, and the paddles underneath the paddleboard. This is our cooler. This is our Thule cargo rack system. It's the XXL, the biggest one that they make. I have 2 rather large toolboxes in here. I pretty much have a tool to fix anything that goes wrong in here. Camper and truck. We go to some remote spots and we gotta be self-reliant. So we got our chairs and tables going here, some roller skates and roller blades. We have snorkel gear. This is our drone. 72-hour emergency food kit in here. That's pretty much it. So this right here is our handy dandy cell phone booster. We went with a company called Selfie Go, and my goodness, it works phenomenally. To the point where, specifically this location, if you step away from the camper, you don't have enough signal to do hardly anything. You go inside the camper and you got 5 bars. 4G LTE. It's incredible. We have the control module for that. Underneath the slide, there's a little cavity in there that I just snuck it into, and it just pretty much lives there. When we're going down the road and there's lots of trees overhead, I'll take this and just flip it down. Behind you is the sunroof, and we love that thing. And next to it is the solar panel, which is not being used at the moment. My goal is to put 3,000 watts of solar on this camper. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. I have a few ideas.
The nice thing about our truck camper is that our house not only travels with us everywhere, but we also have the option to take it off when needed.
That's how easy it is to take the camper off the truck. If you want to learn how we do that process, you can click this video or right here. So we also put a bunch of stuff in the truck bed. So come on over here. We utilize automotive jack stands for 2 reasons. Number 1, it stabilizes the camper when I have it off the truck. I'll set it down on the jack stands with my 2x6s. Secondly, when I have to maintain the truck, I have jack stands with me. First, we keep our mat back here, and we have a little plug to plug in the trailer lights, or the camper lights rather, right up front. Here's the big surprise. This right here is an aluminum battery box that we retrofitted into this camper. It houses 6 100 amp hour lithium batteries. Voila! So each one of these batteries is 100 amp hours of lithium ion Battleborn batteries, and they each have their own individual control module inside of them. We used 1/0 cable all the way throughout. These batteries right here with normal usage, not running the air conditioner, lasts us about 4 days on a full charge. As it is right now, I can run the air conditioner off the batteries for roughly 6 hours straight. The air conditioner is cycling, then it'll actually run for 24 hours on these batteries. If you'd like to learn more about this battery install, click this video right here and it'll tell you all about it. The other thing that's nice about having a truck camper like this is I can undo the screws for these belly panels and they come off, and then I have full access to the electrical, the plumbing, pretty much everything in this camper I have wide open access to, which you wouldn't get that opportunity with a trailer. So yeah, that's our camper tour.
Our home wasn't built overnight. We are constantly updating and improving it as we continue to live our lives on the road. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that little bell for more content just like this.